We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Beautiful Soldiers, Issue 1. This is a 2023 series from Scout Comics, written by Lashawn Colvin, art by Iwan Nazif, colors by Sebastian Cheng, letters by HDE, edited by Alexandria Molinari. We start off with these young ladies who are led by a headmistress who always seems to have a cup of tea as they fight off vampires, waves of vampires. And that seems to go pretty well for them. Their powers are elemental based. Each one has a different specialty: water, air, fire, etc. And they seem sort of like petulant children, but they're young people, and we get a decent introduction to them. And then we jump over to the elemental planet of something I can't pronounce, where this lady is leading her soldiers to take over this place called the Dome. And the Dome is run by 4 generals of Anaphora. They are in the elemental military. They're sort of the higher ups, and they look really cool. So these guys take on these generals one by one, each with their own element, and they seem to be on pretty even footing, but the generals seem unprepared because these other guys are kind of cheating. They apparently have magic items that allow them to get the upper hand and take the place of the generals and effectively usurp their power. Now, during a fight, one of these soldiers fighting a general with this obscenely, ridiculously large Final Fantasy style sword seems to have a connection to one of the women that we were introduced to at the beginning of the book, and that connection is no doubt going to come into play later. Now, it looks like these young men are being possibly manipulated into becoming evil, and they may not really know the intention of the lady they're working for, because she seems to have some pretty nefarious plans, and they appear to be looking for the 5th element. Not Mila Jovovich from the fun Bruce Willis movie, but somebody representing the element of spirit, I assume. And the headmistress of the young ladies seems to be pretty concerned about that and thinks her charges are not quite ready. So it looks like we're going to get a confrontation soon. Now, this book has a cover price of $6, but that didn't actually bother me because this is an oversized issue. There's a lot going on in here, and I thought it was pretty fun. It's not the most in-depth, complicated thing you've ever seen. A lot of comic books and mangas and animes seem to rely on the cliche of the 5 elements, and even card games do that, so that doesn't really bother me. I thought the art was pretty solid too. There was some surprisingly good art in here, especially for an indie book from a company as small as Scout. So it may not be the most original thing you've ever read, but it was definitely a fun read. I was a little confused by the title, Beautiful Soldiers, but it does relate to the ladies that are fighting here, and the book has potential, so I'm willing to check out issue 2 and see where it goes. I had a lot of fun reading it, and the cover price really didn't bother me once I realized that it's a pretty entertaining read. So if you get a chance to check it out, I'd recommend it. It may not be worth $6 to everybody, but I didn't feel ripped off. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.